Welcome to Season 3 of Sailing Sitka. I'm Kenna, and this is Jay. We live aboard our 1976 Choi Lee sailboat named Sitka, in which we have sailed south from Canada in 2022 to the very last port of Mexico. This season, we are finally exiting Mexico and taking our boat further through the Panama Canal and into the beautiful Central American waters. So hit that subscribe button and follow along, as this season we are sailing as far and wide as possible. You guys you make this happen, and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Sailing Sitka, and I hope you enjoy. Last week, we began our day like every other, except for the fact that we were transiting the infamous and stressful Panama Canal. Nerves were already high, as you could imagine, but then they skyrocketed the second our engine decided to die, only moments before our transit was scheduled to begin.
And then you'll turn the key, on just for it not at start.
Okay, on.
I think we got it.
It's on, it's on.
You can't make this shit up.
Is the through hole open?
Yeah.
If you haven't watched that episode yet, you'll want to go back and watch before continuing this one. I'll link it up above. So there we were, transiting the canal without a reliable engine, the only day where we absolutely needed it the most. Jay and I were hoping and praying for hours on end that our boat would get us all the way through. But sure enough, our engine kept failing time and time again, which led us to spending the night in the Gatun lake, moored up with low morales and no hope of continuing tomorrow's second half of the transit. This is part 2 of our Panama Canal crossing. Thanks for being here, and subscribe if you enjoy.
Day 2 of the canal. Yeah, the jerking here on these mooring bowls, guys, is a little insanity. Like the whole cleats go like this. We already destroyed our fair leads yesterday in the canal because they were getting pulled up, which never really happens in the normal scenarios except for here. But yeah, the cleats have been holding all night. We've been here since 6 p.m. so it's been over 12 hours now of this. But sometimes it's flat calm, but right now, like, it was rough once in a while at night too when boats were passing. But when it's flat, it's flat. But
I was just saying to Jay this morning, I woke up and I turned to him and I was like, how is this, our canal experience? Like, well, I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect any of this, that's for sure. Like, it's been nutty. It's been crazy.
But yeah, because we weren't able to make it all in one day, us and our buddy boat, the only boat that was with us that was able to make it in one day was a catamaran fin, because they were able to maintain like 8 knots. So they were able to do it in one day. So we found out too, the reason why we can't make it in one day is not that the canal is closed, it's because the advisor that's on board can only work 12 hours. So once this 12 hours is done, that's it. So we got here and he had like a few minutes left, so there's no way we would have been able to do 3 locks. Apparently the plan is the advisor will come on board. It's going to be a new one. It's never the same guy, so it's going to be a new advisor. It's going to come on board around 1, and then we'll untie from the mooring and then motor there, and then us and Bully, the Vagabond 47 next to us, and then we'll do the 3 locks back to back, and then after that we split up, and then we're both heading to the marina. They're heading just to drop people off and then getting off, but we're actually going to be in the marina for about a week because we got some work to do. We already had stuff to do, but now this canal has added some things to the list. So anyways, now we're going to have coffee.
Yeah, take some deep breaths for today.
Yeah, today's gonna be a better day, guys. Today is a
new day, and I tossed over a silver coin.
Yeah,
Marissa told me to, so it's all gonna be fine.
Yeah, and I'm touching wood at all times walking on Sitka, so should be good. And it's not a Friday.
Oh yeah. Our transit yesterday was on a Friday, and we thought that before, and we're like, nah, it's not a passage. No, it's true. You don't leave on freaking Fridays, no matter where. Just don't do it. Don't do it. There we were, thinking it was a new day with new possibilities, hoping that the canal curse was officially lifted and that the bad luck had come to an end. Then we heard the biggest and most haunting bang come from the top deck of Sitka. It was a sound in which we were unfamiliar with, a strong blow that we've never heard before, but knew in our guts was going to lead us towards something terrible. What broke?
Broke the front of the rail.
Which ours? Fuck. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking serious? Our entire tow rail?
Yeah, it's fucked.
Oh my god.
Probably should get outside and move it like a couple balls. Yeah,
It's gonna be easier if we're just on our own ball.
yeah.
What do you even do about this? Oh my god. Oh, my heart's in my freaking throat. I heard that sound and I was like...
Well, we were sitting up here right now, like just sort of like watching it flex different corners. I'm like, oh, it's just gonna get worse as the day progresses and more boats start going by.
Yeah.
We were thinking like maybe we probably should get moving, and right then, bam! I turn around and I see it fall right in the water.
Look, like all of this traffic is going by us and we're getting like just beaten up over here. Oh, the amount of time and love I put into this freaking tow rail. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Where's the wood piece? Did it sink?
It sank like a rock.
Yeah. Okay, we need to get on our own mooring ball here. Our whole front piece of our tow rail just ripped off. So we went to go start the engine and move, and it didn't start again.
I just had to bleed it, so I don't think there's nothing coming. It's not from the tank. It's like there's something somewhere, there's a filter that's leaking. So I'm just gonna once we're there, I'm gonna seal everything and make sure it's good. All right, guys. Well, this is the morning of day 2 here at the Panama Canal. You just saw us probably move moorings because we literally ripped the entire tow rail. So I just want to take the minute to explain my next theory as to why the engine wasn't running, because we went through a bunch of scenarios. Yesterday, when it originally happened, it was like 3:40 or 4 a.m. or something. We were still awaiting the advisors to come on board, so we're all like loading in place, and then the engine shut off. So then my first thought was like, you know, the last time that something like that happened ever was in Eureka. We had just motored like 40 some hours in crazy sea state, flooding the cockpit because we were in crazy seas after breaking our spreader. We have a dual water fuel separator on Sitka, a Raycor system, so we just turn a valve and then it goes to a separate one. So we did that when we left Eureka, and right away like it worked fine. We had to like crank it over like 3-4 times and then finally went. So yesterday when that happened, I just did that, and then we tried starting it and it ran a bit and then it died again. So I was like, oh well, clearly that wasn't the issue. So I went back to the original water fuel separator, not wanting to like dirty another one because the other one was brand new, but we hadn't cleaned the bowl in a long time because all the anchorages we've been lately, they've been too rough to actually take the bowl out and clean it. We've just been changing the filter. My next thought was like, it's got to be from the fuel tank. So took the hose from the fuel tank off, pumped some air, and then we would bleed it with kind of being at the start panel and just turning it to on so that the fuel pump's activating until we saw fuel, and then we'd start over and it would run. But then it died 3 more times, and then it ran 6 hours fine yesterday, fine after we got that last failure after the 3rd lock, and then got us all the way here. And then this morning we're like, oh well, we're in the clear now, like probably purged all the air that was in there and now it's gonna be good. And then went to start it, it started and then died. So we're like, oh shit, I'm gonna do something different this time. I'm not gonna remove the hose from the fuel tank and blow some air in it. I'm just gonna bleed it right at the fuel filter that's on the engine, past the fuel pump. So I got Canada to turn the key to on, and we bled it, and then it started, and the engine was like perfect, ran, and then ran it at low RPM. That was what we had to do to get to a new mooring when that thing ripped. While it was running, I switched the ball valve to the other water fuel separator, and we let it run for 20 minutes with that. It's 10:39, so in 1 minute it's gonna have been exactly an hour. And now I'm gonna test the theory and go start the engine, and hopefully it runs. We'll let it run for like half an hour here. So let's test that out real time.
Yes.
So far so good. But we're gonna leave it run for half an hour at low RPM. And then I'm gonna give it some gas at the end and see if it works. But hopefully that's the theory.
Yes, 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 yes.
I think we figured it out. 24 is like what you can use it RPM wise for a long time. You're burning a lot more fuel than at this rate.
Nice. Cranking her up. Just in time, once again, we got the engine up and running just as the advisor was beginning to board. Jay had said this many times already, but you really can't make this stuff up. After a morning spent diagnosing, praying, saging the boat, watching things break, and wishing upon a star that everything will go smoothly from here on out, we finally felt ready to complete this second half of our Panama Canal transit. Alright, we just got told of our configuration going in. So we are going to be tied, well, there's going to be a giant tour boat, they're calling it, that's going to be tied to the wall. Then Bully will then tie to that tour boat, and then we will tie to Bully on the end. And I guess the tour boat is large enough and able enough to just be tied on one side so that they're going to guide us all the way through the first lock, and then we disconnect. They go, Bully goes, we go, connect again, go through the second lock, repeat the exact same thing for the third lock, and then we'll be through. That's exactly what our advisor just explained to us.
So I would like to go a little bit to the back, but you said,
well, we can try, but
even having space away from them, do you think it's hard to go to the back?
we will try. We can give it
because
a shot.
It's not too much. It's just to give space.
Yeah, so that they can go in front and then we go right after.
Exactly.
I see what you mean. Yeah, we will try. We'll give it a shot.
Atlantic dance! Atlantic dance! Woo! So ready.
One shot would be either one of the three steps that made our way out to the Atlantic Ocean the previous year.
Atlantic, here we come.
So when exiting the Pacific and going over onto this side, we were going up in locks, and then we were at the lake at the top that was 120 feet altitude, I think. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong there. But now going into the Atlantic side, we're going down 3 locks to the other ocean, which is an insane process. Okay, this is definitely the most sketchiest part because we're getting washed from this tour boat. And we need to go in reverse so that they have room to exit, but we're also next to this giant cargo ship. So Jay's doing a really good job right now. We got to keep the boat straight. All right, we just repeated that same process for lock 2. We're still going down a little bit, but it's all going well. This is a crazy process to go down instead of up like we were going on the other side. Wild. Like, do you see that ship? Like, that is uncomfortably close. And then they want us to reverse towards it so that Bully can go forward and get out of there with enough space. Ay.
Slow forward, yeah.
Coming in a little bit hot on this one, not our choice. We are tying up to Bully at 3 knots here.
Open to your...
Revésalo, Carlos, revésalo. Y tírale todo el timón a babor, todo el timón a babor. Revésalo y todo el timón a babor. Hard to port, hard to port. Frénalo ahí, eso. Y eso, va para ningún lado. Vale, ya.
That's why I don't want to go that fast.
Muy bien.
here are strong. This last one, like current was really, really strong.
Drink
a lot
your
stronger
juice.
than yeah.
Drink your juice, it's okay.
Drink your juice.
On the bottom, blanket legion home.
We just transited the canal.
We are now on the Atlantic side, and as far as I know, that's Sitka's ever first time in the Atlantic. She's only been in the Pacific, so it's exciting. Still in a narrow channel here, so that's why I have to look for nav. But
Give me a quick kiss. Exiting the Panama Canal onto the Atlantic side, aboard a small sailboat is an exhilarating moment. One that marks the end of an incredible journey through one of the world's most iconic waterways. As you navigate out of the canal's protective waters, the vast expanse of the Caribbean Sea unfolds before you, a contrast to the narrow, man-made channels you just transited. The breeze picks up and the scent of salt water fills the air as the boat sways gently towards the open sea. The towering cranes and industrial docks of the canal fade into the distance, replaced by the lush, tropical landscape of Panama's northern coast. With the Atlantic horizon ahead, we propel toward new adventures, as the rhythm of the ocean guides us forward into a new chapter of exploration. I'm just taking a moment to myself here up at the bow. That canal was the most insane, stressful, crazy, unexpected experience I've ever had in my entire life. From engine failure to our fair leads ripping off, tow rail at our bow ripping off. I mean, everything was going wrong. So many things were going wrong. This morning, you know, we ripped off our tow rail and then we went to go motor away because we want to be on a safe mooring ball, and our engine won't turn over. And I can't even explain to you guys the level of defeat and hopelessness that Jay and I felt today and yesterday. But I'm looking out at this Atlantic Ocean, and despite all odds, we did it. And I just couldn't be more proud of Jay and I. Like, we took our sailboat from Canada to Panama and through the canal, and now we are on the Atlantic Ocean, and I think that is just the coolest thing ever. I want to take this moment to say thank you to you guys, because you're the reason I make these videos, and I want to say an extra thank you to our Patreons. You help out more than you can even understand, especially now with all of our breakages and fixes we have to do. Like, it is so highly appreciated, your support, so thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, and I cannot believe we've made it to the Atlantic Ocean with Sitka. Despite all odds, we have made it. After the advisor was picked up, we made our way to Shelter Bay Marina. There is where not only will the line handlers and their gear be getting dropped off, but also where Sitka will reside for the next week, as she now is in desperate need of a break and repairs. But of course, the last leg of this trip couldn't have gone smoothly for us. It started to rain heavily, and now we had poor visibility going into an unfamiliar marina, still without a fully trustworthy engine. So you could imagine that this next hour felt like an eternity. If you've watched this far into this week's episode, let us know by commenting Atlantic Ocean down below so we can thank you personally for watching.
Yeah, I called it. We're going B dock. Second dock after the one after the fuel dock. Port side 2, this side. There will be people there to catch the lines, they said.
Okay, we just can't catch a break, can we? Started pouring rain. We're coming into the marina.
I would have went starboard side too here though. I would have turned right now. We'll turn tomorrow back. You know, it's not the canal experience we were expecting, but it's the one we got. You guys missed this on video, but 2 minutes ago there was the loudest lightning strike I've ever heard in person. Like it was like right there. But if you look at the mega yacht sailboat behind us, I think that we got a pretty good lightning pole here. So, but yeah, this is our temporary slip for the night. The people helping with lines were super nice. They said there's a restaurant there, there's showers, the pool, water at this marina on this dock, because it's a temporary dock, is like 10 cents a gallon, but at our slip tomorrow for the rest of the week it's free. So I was like, oh, so basically don't take any water here until tomorrow. It's like, yeah, basically. So, and there's power too, but we'll wait till the lightning's done till we connect shore power, just for safety reasons for a little bit. It's pissing rain right now. We literally just turned the engine off. So it started raining, like torrential rain, as we're coming in the entrance. And then, like, you know, chart plotters that are touchscreen and phones with Navionics, like when with wet fingers, they don't get along. But anyways, we got her in, and yeah, looking forward to being on land and chilling for a bit.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna chill much because we have a lot of boat work. But at least
so stay tuned.
Yeah, a lot of boat work coming. A lot of weird boat work. If you're into weird boat work, you're gonna love this.
You should watch.
You're gonna weird stuff.
Thank you for watching our canal episode, you guys. We hope you enjoy.
And we'll see you next Sunday.
We will.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of Sailing Sitka. Stick around for more to come. If you enjoyed, please spread the love and let us know. Special thank you to our Patreon members for making these videos possible, as well as helping our dreams come true. See you all next week.